Alright, so raindrops, pretty easy to understand. So let's move on to the next word. Cellar. Alright, read the definition. 3, 2, 1, go. So does anyone have a cellar in the building they live in? So I put like the scary one here, like the scary witch from Snow White. Because a lot of people sometimes when they think of a cellar, they think of like a scary place, like a dungeon. Yeah. But it's not always. Sometimes people store things in a cellar, like drinks or food. You can store lots of different things in a cellar. So does anyone have a cellar in the building they live in?
Okay.
Tara, you do?
Yes.
What do you keep in your cellar?
I didn't use it. It's my aunt uses it.
Your aunt uses it?
Yes.
So what does she keep in it?
Exercise thing.
Exercise things, so she doesn't use it anymore?
No, she uses it a lot.
Okay, so she just goes to the cellar every time she wants to exercise?
Yes.
Seems kind of inconvenient. Alright, let's move on. Alright, curious. Read the definition. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so your reading street book says the definition is strange, odd, unusual, which is true. But usually when people say you're curious, it means that you're wondering about something that you're thinking about. So what's something that you are curious about? So use it in a sentence. Say, I'm curious about, and then tell me what's something you're curious about. How about Venus? What's something you're curious about? No idea? Alright, Piggy, what are you curious about? Come on, somebody answer the question. Alright, well, Claire, what's something you're curious about? Something you want to know more about. So say it in a sentence. I'm curious. You're curious about the test. Okay, Thor.
I'm curious about the whole universe. How does the universe work?
Wow, deep question. I'm curious about how the whole universe works. Don't know if I can answer that right now. Rainy.
I'm curious about why my mom always mad at me.
I don't know if I can answer that question either. Gene, what are you curious about?
I'm curious about the whole world.
The homework?
Whole world! Yeah.
You're curious about the whole world. Alright, that's a good attitude. Clement? You're curious about dinosaurs? Okay. Matthew?
I'm curious about what we'll eat in today's dinner.
About what?
Today's dinner.
You're curious about what you're going to have for today's dinner? Okay. Actually, I am too. Adam?
I am curious about the moon landing is true.
You guys are the moon landing. The moon landing is real.
It's not. It's just a joke.
Alright, you know what? We're not going to go into this conspiracy theory. We're moving on. The moon landing's real. End of discussion. Alright, so described. Everyone read the definition. 3, 2, 1, go. Parts of speech, right? Like we know like nouns, verbs, pronouns. What kind of words describe things?
Adjectives.
Adjectives and adverbs. So we just learned about adverbs this morning. So what do adjectives describe?
They describe verbs.
No. Adjectives describe the, Justin? The noun. And what do adverbs describe? Sharon? The verb. So let's think. How could you describe, so who can tell me, what is one word that you would use to describe yourself? How would you describe yourself?
Little.
Yuchi, how would you describe yourself?
I don't know.
Well, Lady, how would you describe yourself? If someone said, tell me about you, what would you say?
No, I can't. Very low.
All right, fine. how would you describe yourself?
Genius!
A genius. Wow, so humble.